Well, time for the MF Corner, and today we're going to evaluate which multi-cap funds withstood the volatility between Jan to March and which ones crumbled. Dhirendra Kumar joins in as always. Dhirendra, hi, afternoon. Tata Ethical is the top performer for this category for the last 3 months. It's also done well over the last, 3-year and 1-year time frame. What has made the fund work?
Tata Ethical has done extremely well because, this fund became a Sharia-compliant fund in August 2011. And being a Sharia-compliant fund, it has kept away from financials and banking stocks altogether. And that has been the worst performing sector over the past quarter. And, being completely away out of that sector, this fund has fallen the least. So don't get impressed by the performance of Tata Ethical. It is by its design, and we will see a reversal of this situation in future as well.
Then let's talk about Reliance Regular Savings Equity, which is a laggard for the period in the multi-cap category. The fund's performance has nosedived in the short run. Has there been a significant change in strategy, and what would your advice be to investors?
No, there hasn't been a significant change in the strategy, but of course we see the converse of it, that financials is the top sector bet here, and it's a fairly well diversified portfolio. But given that this fund still has a sizable allocation to mid and small cap, and its bets hasn't worked, and its top sector bet that has all these things combined together has been to its disadvantage.
Let's take in a query on that note. And Dhirendra, our first query today is coming in from Ajay Sethi, who wants to know why the value research not rated Birla Sun Life Gen Next fund yet, and even though the fund has, given impressive returns over the last 5 years.
No, the exclusion of Birla Sun Life Gen Next fund is entirely because we don't find a homogeneous set. This fund, any fund which actually has, the portfolio is constrained to invest in a certain sector or certain set of stocks, and it doesn't become part of a homogeneous category. So there's a broad category at Value Research which is equity others, and it is part of that. And we don't rate funds which is equity others. Other kind of equity funds and international funds are not rated by Value Research because they don't form a homogeneous set.
Okay, then our second query today is from Narendra Shah, who wants to know whether he should exit or hold on to his investments in the Reliance Diversified Power Sector Fund. At the moment, he's making a big loss on his investments. What would your advice be to him?
If it is the only fund that you have, square up your losses. And if it is a small part of your overall portfolio and you can hold it for a very long period, you just might and continue investing over a period. But I think if it's many investors got carried away by the performance of Reliance Diversified Power Sector Fund about 3 years back when it was the lone performer amid a freely falling market. So many investors got into it. It became a large fund. It has been an extremely disappointing fund, and for most investors, a sector fund does not justify a place in your portfolio anyway.
Okay, Dhirendra, leave it at that. Good having you on the show as always.